What's up guys, it's Steve the Graphics Guy. Today we're in the shop. I'm showing you my brand new Transit 250 from Ford. I've been driving the Transit Connect, which is the smaller model, for about 4 years now, and that thing's great and it's gotten me pretty far. I love that it can go to the city, fit in small parking garages and stuff like that, but I've been very limited on the amount of things I could bring with me and the amount of product I could bring with me, which is why I have a bigger one now. And so in this video, I want to show you some of the things that I'm doing to it to get me set up for success on the road as a sign and graphics installer. All right, so let's take a look inside and see what we got so far. Over the past maybe hour or so, which I should have filmed, but it was kind of chaotic, I started laying out how I want all my tools set up. And one of the big things is this far stack over here. So previously I've had all the small pack out bins, like that top one there. I've had them separated: hand tools, wallpaper stuff, drill and impact, hammer drill, screws and anchors, electrical stuff, extra supplies, first aid kit, a bunch of different bins. And like I said before, I was limited on what I could bring, so I wouldn't always bring my sander, vacuum, and like the dirtier kind of tools, because I don't always need them, but sometimes I do need them and I don't have them, which is annoying. So I really just wanted to be able to pull up to a job site, take my whole stack, whatever I need, those three as they sit for right now. There's probably gonna be more. Roll up to a job, put my ramp down because there's gonna be a ramp, wheel that thing out and bring it right inside. Because one of the other problems was I show up to a job, maybe I have so much product with me I can't bring a cart. So then I have to take all these things inside individually and it eats up so much time. So now with this new stack setup, I could just bring everything in. Even if there's stuff I don't really necessarily need, I could just bring it in because a lot of times I think I don't need it. And then I'm running out to the van to go grab my cutters or my caulk gun or something stupid. If I just bring it in, I'll have it. And it's gonna take less time to bring it all in. So that's what that stack's for. And then in the middle here, there's gonna be 2 of those stacks on top of the tables. That's like extra stuff I have, like light cords, extension cords, extra bits, saw blades, extra roller covers, that sort of thing. My heat apply tools, my drywall kit, stuff like that. And then my main vinyl bag is up there at the front next to the side door. That's like one of the things that I always grab no matter what. So I wanted to make that easily accessible. And then right here, the tables and the wallpaper glue and bucket, those are gonna switch because I don't always use the wallpaper glue. I use the tables a lot. Say if I'm tinting, or I use them in conjunction with wallpaper a lot, but I don't want to have to move those buckets every time I need those tables. So I'm gonna switch them, put them in a little cubby, and then just have like a bungee cord or something that holds them in so they don't fly all over the van. So this is the plan right now, to try to keep as much as I can on that side. And then on this side, right now, I have my big rolling cart, my ladder that I use pretty much all the time. I'll show you what my plans are for up front. All right, so over here on the passenger side, this is that vinyl bag that I talked about earlier. And the plan here, there's gonna be plywood all the way up here blocking this off. There's gonna be dividers between all this stuff. It's just in here now to get a layout. So above here, this laser level is gonna have some type of attachment point, maybe a Velcro strap or something else I could find better maybe, that's gonna hold that there. And then my 2-foot level, my 4-foot level, and I have like a painting pole, like some of those other little things that there's really nowhere else for it to go, and it'll be easy access right here and there's space for it. That's where those things are gonna go. The other thing I got that didn't come with the van was this bulkhead. This one's by Napheed, probably saying that wrong, but I picked it up on Facebook Marketplace. This guy fixes all these like totaled transits. He's like an hour away, and he just sells all the old equipment out of them. So I picked this up for $900, which sounds like a lot, but these sell for $2,000 new plus shipping probably, and it's perfect. It came with the keys. It's got a slider door. What else could you ask for? The only thing I need to do, he only gave me like 2 bolts because that's what he had. The only thing I need to do is go to Home Depot today, get all the bolts for that, get it zipped up, buttoned up, ready to go. And then as soon as the shelving's done, which I'm hoping I could do most of today, if not tomorrow, it's the weekend, I gotta get this done because this van has been sitting in my parking lot for probably over a month. I've used it a couple times, but I'm shuffling material, tools and stuff from one van to the other. It's a huge pain. This just needs to be the van that holds everything. And then I'm gonna decide what to do with the other van, but I really like the other van. It's just too small. So that's the plan. I know I've talked a whole bunch. Now, probably gonna go to, I'm probably gonna go to Home Depot. You're gonna stay right here, and then we'll start cutting up some wood, building shelves, and getting all this stuff in here. Let's do it. All right, so over here at the computer, I drew up all the pieces that I'm gonna need out of plywood to make sure that I'm buying enough sheets. So I'm gonna go to Home Depot, get a couple sheets, and then pick this back up. All right, so over here at the computer, I drew up all the pieces that I'm gonna need out of plywood to make sure that I'm buying enough sheets. So I'm gonna go to Home Depot, get a couple sheets, and then pick this back up. All right, I got some wood from Home Depot. You can't see it, but it's there, I promise. The next step is to make a template so that we can cut the wood verticals to size. If you haven't met Wilma, she's tip-tapping around here. And she'll say hi here in a second. Come on. Come here. Come on. Come on. This is Wilma. And she's the shop dog. Right? Yes. Alright, so I already know I want them 24 inches apart. And the max height I could fit in here is about 68. And I think my depth, I have to double check, is around 20. But that could be changed. What we need to do, these walls aren't perfectly straight. So I have to measure up until it stops and then figure out that angle. So it looks like about 26 inches. And then it angles. Wilma's eating leaves and she's gonna knock over the tripod at some point. Nothing gets edited. All right, I'm gonna get a piece of cardboard, rough cut it to size, and then figure out the shape of that. And then we can cut wood. All right, well, this is what I'm talking about. Looking pretty good. Doesn't have to be perfect, but I want it pretty tight in there. And I have these inches at the top because I need to run some supports across. I'm gonna put some riv nuts into those holes And that's what I'm going to attach to. And I might have to drill some of my own because, you know, there's not as many as I would like. Obviously, this is going to get in the way. And then same thing over here. I was just looking at that because I think so I think I'm going to use those holes down there to attach this side wall. And then that's pretty level right now. So I'm probably just going to add a block here to be able to put riv nuts in those two holes, secure that, because I can't get much wood in here. I mean, I'll probably run this and cut that out maybe so I could still attach to that end wall, but I want as much support as possible. And then for this bottom piece, I think I might run a piece right there or something that goes down into the floor, although I really don't want to do that. So now I believe I just need to cut out those 4 pieces, 2 of which are going to end up being shorter. So maybe I should just start with those 2 and then figure out how short the other ones need to be so I'm not wasting wood. What do you think? You just want to follow Dad. Okay. Go get your toys. Alright, small update. It's now dark outside. And so I got those 2 pieces. Nothing is attached yet. This is taking a while. I figured out the pieces I need for behind the table and in front of the table. And then I'm gonna do the top of that, and then I'm gonna build up the next divider. So I'm gonna do that real quick. All right, so the way I'm gonna attach all these pieces is with Craig screws. And so I have this blue device that put the board in, you run a drill through, it makes that pocket hole screws. The screw goes in there, and then you drill through the bottom, and it's at the perfect angle for 3/4 inch depth. Wood, because I set it for that, you can do other depths, but then you need different size screws, all that good stuff. So I always like to grab a scrap piece, do a test first, and make sure that I'm gonna drill these the right way so I don't mess anything up. Okay? Okay, so check that out. So, tables going in there. I left this open for now. Well, I mean, I'm gonna leave it open, but I don't know if I should put like a shelf here, some, I don't know what I'm gonna put in there yet. Something. Tables. Hope these fit. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Okay. Those. I think I'm gonna do like eye hooks or something, a little bungee cord. Make sure they stay. And then this one and that. So this is all together. I still have to connect these two, but I'm gonna do that next. All right, this is gonna be the end of day one. Could put some stuff in here, the tables, see how everything fits. Tables fit good. So I did this intentionally. These sit down just a little bit from this little step thing so that these can't pull straight out and fly out. You have to lift it up, which is why I left more room up at the top here to get it out. So they naturally just fall into place. The buckets are sitting pretty, looking awesome. I just mocked up some of these to see how they'd fit. I didn't screw these holders down yet. I gotta get another one of those. So I think I don't really need this divider piece in the middle. It doesn't, you know, these are gonna go into those black holders anyway. So I don't know that it's really necessary because I won't be able to like attach anything to both sides. It's just gonna go up. The only thing that it may be for would be to tie this piece into that into something kind of structural there and that way. I think that's the only reason to maybe do that, so I'm not counting it out yet. And so this piece is attached and this piece is not just yet. Just because I think I'm ready to go home and call it a day for day one. It is day 2 of the van build, and I just got my hardware packs from Amazon so I could finally bolt in the entire bulkhead because it's been held in with one screw, but it's okay because I haven't been going anywhere. So I'm gonna start with that, something easy, and then we're gonna go back to the shelves and get it all done today. Let's do it. Well, that's pretty much it for this weekend. I got everything in here, got some stuff organized, went through a whole bunch of my boxes. This week, I'm gonna kind of test things out, see how I like it. I might make some changes. You know, we'll see. I'm sure this isn't gonna be how it's gonna stay. Kind of gotta like get a feel for it, get stuff in motion, test it out. So that's what we got for now. If you have any questions, drop them in the comments below. Be sure to like the video and stay tuned for more.